everybody, my name is Tich, and today I am going to play this little short game called Answer These 10 Questions, and I'll tell you what kind of lover you are. Let's go. Begin. What is your favourite flower? Daisies are nice, I like daisies. What's your ideal first date? Probably coffee. Is that the same date you took me on when we first met? Yes. How nice. If I wrote you a love letter, where would you keep it? In my breast pocket. Are you wearing that shirt I bought you? Yes. Is it because you miss me? No. Oh, but don't you remember all the good times? I remember the poems I wrote you. You wrote me poems. I never gave them to you. Oh, why not? I think I would have liked them. You were always so judgmental. Right, I remember you said that before. You called me judgmental on the plane when I made fun of someone's Crocs and the in-flight magazine and the book you were reading. The first night we were in Vegas, you slept on the floor. You said you didn't want to share a bed with me if I was going to be like this. And then the next day you felt bad, so you bought me an Elvis bobblehead. Sometimes I think I liked the tokens of your love more than I liked loving you. But no, I liked loving you too much. I think that's what scared you away. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. I said I would ask you questions. I'm going to ask you more questions. Okay, ask me the next question. When you wake up to an empty bed, what do you think about? That last phone call. Should we reenact it? I'm at the bar. I'm waiting for you. You're in a cab. I was mad at you. I asked you why you weren't here yet, and you said, I'm on my way. You found me sitting at the bar. I was crying a little bit and drunk a little bit, and it was obvious you were too late to make this not a disaster. What's wrong this time? And you didn't say it mean exactly, but I did start crying harder, in earnest now. I said I always feel like I come last. Whatever else you're doing is always more important than me. And maybe we'd already had this argument. Maybe we'd had it many times. Maybe you were starting to hate me just a little. I want to get out of here. You take me home. Take off your shoes. You take off my shoes. Tuck into bed. You tuck me into bed. Turn off the lights. You turn off the lights. You think I'm asleep already, but when you turn to go, I mutter something bitter and mean. Maybe it's something true. Maybe it hits a little too close to home. Maybe it only makes you hate me more. You close the door. You close my bedroom door. Before you leave, you notice that I've taped the pictures from our trip to Vegas up on the walls. You go home. The fight left a sour taste in both our mouths. I sent you 13 text messages. You didn't respond. In the morning you felt guilty and you sent me a playlist of our favourite songs. It's the same old pattern. You feel guilty and I'm angry and neither of us really likes the other anymore. You send me gifts instead of apologies and I stare at them and pretend they make me feel better. I want you to stop feeling bad because of me. But I can't bring myself to release you yet. You don't have to. I'm about to walk away. I know. I kept all your presents, all the ones that didn't die or get eaten. Isn't that so sad? Sometimes I think I liked the tokens of your love more than I liked loving you. Did I say that already? I think I said that already. It doesn't matter, it's a lie anyway. I liked loving you too much. I think that's what scared you away. that wasn't it. Then why did you leave? Never mind, I don't want to know. Let's pretend it's 2 years ago. Let's pretend we just got back from Vegas. It's almost the 4th of July. You have to make a decision. Are you going back to grad school or are you taking that job out in California? Going back to school. I'm happy for you. I know how much you still want to get your degree. Why are we doing this? Why are you still pretending? Do you want to watch the fireworks? What do you want from me? Do you want to watch the fireworks? We aren't together anymore. Do you want to watch the fireworks? It's been a long time. Do you want to watch the fireworks? What's the point of rehashing everything we did together? Do you want to watch the fireworks? Please. Remember when we went to Vegas? I remember. The second day of our trip. The second day of that trip, when we got lost on the strip and blew all our money on the slot machines, that was when I first realised I loved you. I was 102 degrees and you used your last $3 to buy me. We did this already. Well, do you want to watch the fireworks? It's not the 4th of July. It's not 2 years ago. I don't love you anymore. Do you want to watch the fireworks? Fine. Look, they're beautiful. Yes, they are. You were watching the fireworks and I was watching you. Your face was bathed in red and blue light, and I knew even then you didn't love me. That's not fair. Maybe not, but if I asked you how you loved me, would you even have an answer? Maybe that's not something you can methodologize. Maybe I should have kept asking. I think I just wanted some proof that you loved me. I didn't know you needed proof. I shouldn't have. I guess I always knew that. I wish we could go back to Vegas. I want to feel how I felt then. You need to move on. I know. I am not your villain. I know. Do you remember the last thing you said to me? I'm going to miss you. I've missed you too, but I guess it's time to move on. Are we done yet? Sure, we're done. Is that it? Did you want something more from me? You told me to answer 10 questions. You said you would tell me what kind of lover I am. Right, so you still want that? I'm still here, aren't I? Okay, here are your results. You got sweet but aloof. You're thoughtful. You write poetry for your partner and buy them gifts when the heat gets to be too much. But your self-consciousness can get in the way sometimes. You're too embarrassed to share your poetry, and you go a long time without saying I love you out of fear that they won't say it back. Learn to open up. Learn to be vulnerable with another person. Otherwise, how will you ever really love them? Otherwise, you might end up standing side by side beneath the fireworks on the 4th of July, and they'll look at your face, beautiful in the red and blue light, and they'll wonder if you really love them. And they'll think back to that night over and over again, the way your face looked, and they'll think maybe you never did. And they'll cling to every gift you ever gave them, desperate for proof that you cared. And they may realise that these problems are just as much theirs, that it takes two to play this game. But God, couldn't you just have loved them better? What if you each could have been enough for the other? It would have been so nice to be happy together. Oh my fucking God, man. Alright, so that was, oh man. It is possibly quite accurate. So that was answer these 10 questions and I'll tell you what kind of lover you are. So if you'd like to try that out, it's on itch.io and give it a wee shot. If it hits you in the feels, man, holy fuck. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you'd like, please subscribe. I would appreciate it very much. And I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.